Hi, welcome back guys, this is your friend the fanfic friend with fanfiction. This is what if Deku trained with staying a darker path to heroism. Please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you want more videos like this. Now let's get into it. The fanfic is Deku walked just about aimlessly after his encounter with the slime villain and All Might, even learning about one of his biggest secrets. But even so, even meeting All Might face to face. He never got to hear the words he always wanted. Instead all he got was be realistic. Well, that was a kick in the heart for him, just really rubbing the fact he's quirkless in his wounds. Like it didn't already before, but this was just an all-time low. He barely even noticed the crowd or ruckus until a loud explosion snapped his mind into focus and the sounds of people panicking, sirens and devastation boom in his eardrums. Wow, what? Deku scurries over to the crowd of people and peers through. He sees a good portion of the city street destroyed and on fire, and in the middle of it is the same slime villain that attacked him. But All Might he made him drop him. He's out because of him and was now attacking Kanchan. Is that Kanchan in that villain? Oh no no why aren't the pros doing anything? Deku thought. Mount Lady was currently having issues just simply getting to the seam to lend a hand due to the small narrow street. Death Arms couldn't seem get a good hold or hit on the villain's odd body. Same with Camu Woods, and Backdraft was busy putting out the fires that Kanchan's explosions were making. No this isn't good. Time's running out and none of the heroes have the right means to stop him. This is my fault. If I hadn't grabbed onto All Might. If I just. His thoughts ragged inside his head. Damn it, we'll just have to hang on until the right hero shows up. Yeah, well, time is something we don't really have, bub. Death Arms yelled. Kanchan Deku shouted as he bolted past the crowd and past the prows. Hey kid, the hell are you doing? Backdraft yelled as he tried to douse the flames around them. Gotta help, Deku yelled. Stop your dits, Death Arms screamed. Hey slime guy, take this. He then tossed his backpack at the slime villain and his stuff flopped out and his book struck his eye, making him yelp. Deku then jumped forward and frantically tore at the slime to try and free the struggling Bakugo. Deku get away why you can't, he muffled out. Sorry but I can't let you die, Deku said with a tearful smile. It's my fault this happened, so I have to fix it, the boy shouted with a burning desire. This desire surged through his veins and awakened something within him. Just then a red light seeped from his hands. Red and black static formed around his arms and hands. Then at that moment the slime villain let out a huge groan and began to shrink. What? Bakugo then felt the villain's grasp loosen a bit. Deku didn't know what was happening, but he kept on. Whatever it was working. The glow on his arms got brighter as the villain shrunk and reverted to a human state. The crowd was awestruck at what was happening, while the pros and even All Might in the back of the crowd. And what the shit? How did you do that? And why can't I use my quirk? The villain roared. Yeah take that, Deku said, quickly gathering his things and taking off. Can anyone explain what the heck just happened? The wood-limbed hero said. I got no fucking idea. The big-armed hero spoke. This is bullshit, Miku GH. The villain is then socked by Death Arms and falls unconscious. Take a nap, bub. Death Arms groaned. Should we go after the kid? Make sure he's okay? Mount Lady asked. No. Let's just worry about this one here and put out the rest of these fires. Camu spoke, helping Bakugo up. Bakugo couldn't help but keep staring off in the direction Deku ran. What was that? He kept thinking. How did he do that? And how dare that loser show him up? Back with Deku. Huff, huff, huff. He ran to where he didn't know, but right as he was about to stop and rest, something swooped him off his feet. Wow, Deku panicked and struggled as this unknown abductor pounced from building wall to building wall until they reached the top of an building and set him down. Deku immediately scurried away to take a good look at this mysterious person. A tall man with black wild hair, a red headband and a white eye mask and armed to the teeth with blades. Izuku was kinda terrified. This wasn't any hero he recognized. Was he a villain? You. Young man. The armed stranger slowly gets closer. Who are you? Izuku tried backing up. I am known as Stain. And you. He then leaped forward. He was surprised when the man lifted him up in the air with a smile. Are a true hero, the stranger said with an ear-to-ear smile as he hoisted Izuku up in the air in praise. Izuku. Had never felt more confused. Are really? His voice sounded almost longingly. The man then placed the boy onto his feet and continued enthusiastically, still with his wide smile. Yes, really. You, a mere child running headfirst into danger to rescue another with no concern for his safety, without hesitation, into a situations even trained pros were struggling with. That. Is true heroism. Nothing is more noble than self-sacrifice. Young man. I know it. You will be a great hero. Izuku was taken back. He felt a wave of emotions flow through him. His eyes welled up a bit and he smiled ever so genuinely. A true smile. And not a forced one. Are you okay? What's wrong? Oh, sorry, it's just. No one has ever said that to me, he said, wiping his eyes, getting a grip on his emotions. Well, with a heart like yours, I can't imagine why not. It apostrophe s. Because I was born quirkless. All I ever wanted was to be a hero. Like All Might. Someone who saves others with a smile. But I was told I was quirkless. And from that day on. The world and everyone around just seemed to rig that fact in my face day after day. After day. Not even counting the bullying. The man's face grew visibly upset by this but quickly regained his composure. Well, your struggles weren't for naught and your efforts didn't go unrewarded. He crossed his arms smiling. What? What do you mean? Oh, you mean what I did back there? Indeed, it seems you had a quirk after all. To be perfectly honest. I have no idea what I did there, but I guess you're right. I have a quirk now. I guess I can deactivate quirks? Or seal them? I'm guessing that's what I did. Izuku stared at his hands, pondering his power. It seemed so. Whatever it did, it depowered him. He stared at his hands and focused, trying to see if he could summon the power again. And to his surprise, black static formed around his hands. Wow. Wait. It was red and black when I used it. Now it's green and black. Wow. Before he could finish, his hands began to melt and turn green. The man's eyes widened and took a few steps back. A green sludge began to cover Izuku and he became a smaller version of the sludge villain. Wow. No. I didn't deactivate that guy's quirk. I took it. He spoke with a tone of excitement and fear. I see. So your quirk allows you to take away quirks and use them for yourself. A strong quirk indeed. He rubbed his chin. I can't believe this. I have such an awesome quirk. He cheered, morphing his whole body into a sludge-like creature. Ha ha ha. This is so cool. He then morphed back with a proud smile on his face. Well, I'm sure you'll put that quirk to good use. Certainly more better than that villain. He wasn't deserving on that power. Oh wait. Does that mean he's quirkless? Oh wow. Now I feel bad. I stole his quirk. Oh boy, I even broke a law. I used a quirk on a villain unlicensed. He went into a frantic panic. I wouldn't worry about it. You did something good. Yes, you did break a rule to do so, but you still did a good thing and with no negative drawbacks. That counts for something. You saved a life and stopped the villain no one else could before it was too late, and neutralized him as a threat without injuring him or using any excessive force. He placed a hand on his shoulder. Why yeah. I guess you're right. Besides. I'm sure if I was in trouble those pros would have came after me. Since they let me go. I guess. All's well. Yeah. Besides. He was a bad guy using his power to hurt people. So if that's how he's gonna use his gift then it's better he not have it. The boy rubbed the back his neck nervously trying to look on the brighter side to this situation. I have to agree now then boy I want to ask you something. Yes? The boy tilted his head. How much do you want to become a hero? He spoke in a low but stern tone. Izuku gulped. And more than anything, he said with courage in his eyes. Very well. Would you like me to train you? What? Train me? Really? Izuku beamed in joy. Yes, I am a strong fighter and I can teach you all I know. I can teach you how to become a great combatant and how to control your quirk. Why yes I accept, Mr. Stain. Geez that sure sounds like a scary name. Say are you a new hero? I'm not a hero. The mysterious man spoke coldly. You a villain? The young boy cowered. You could say I'm anti-villain. However don't worry I'm of no threat to you or anyone innocent. He spoke with an earnest tone. Izuku wasn't quite sure how to respond to that. He wanted to press on that but he didn't want to run the risk of angering Stain. Besides he seemed nice enough. Okay. I believe you. And thanks for offering to train. I'll never forget this. Holds out his hand to Stain and smiles. I'm Izuku Midoriya. I'm happy to have you as my mentor Stain. He smiled. Stain chuckled and shook his hand. Anything to help strengthen this generation, said Stain. Now then. Meet me near the hiking trail near the local park tomorrow after school. Do not keep me waiting. Stain shot a sharp look. Ah, yes sir. He stood at attention. Good. Now let me get you down from here. Without warning he swooped Izuku off his feet and hopped off the building and performed a few acrobatics before landing down to the ground. Ah, geez. You could warn me you know? The boy scuffed getting off. Indeed I could. But you really wouldn't learn if I did now would you? Stain spoke. Fair enough. Izuku stammered. Stain chuckled again. And Izuku couldn't help but do the same. Until tomorrow boy. The man pounced up back onto the rooftops and vanished. Man. What a cool guy. Izuku smiled walking off back home to prepare for tomorrow. Izuku looked at his hand and smiled. I guess. Good things really do come to those who wait. The boy smiled. With Stain. Stain was currently hopping from rooftop to rooftop grunting. Mount. Lady. Your time will have to come some other day. Lucky for you. You fake hero. He sneered. Though this is worth it. This boy is worthy to be a true hero. And we'll see he reaches his potential. So for now I'll hold off on purging this society of phony heroes. I must say. That is an interesting quirk he has. Being able to take away quirks. Hey. Maybe I could convince him to join me in my crusade. Maybe. Either way. Only time will tell. He finally came to a stop on top of a large water tank and peered over the city gazing out into the distance. Sigh. Hero. I will restore that title. He cursed under his breath. Oh man, I'm so exited. Things couldn't go any better for me. Turns out I actually do have a quirk, and a strong one. However. To use it I have to take someone else's quirk. It sure feels like a double-edged sword but it's better than being quirkless. Besides. Though it may seem like a villainous quirk. It isn't the quirk that make the person, it's the person and how they use it. I pumped my fist in the air as I near the location Stain told me to meet him. I gotta say he really is a mysterious figure. I couldn't find out anything about him. He's definitely not anyone well known. But I can just tell there's this air of secrets around him. Well I will be training with him from here on. I'm sure he'll open up to me. Eventually. Hey well I hope at least enough so that he'll tell me his name. At the very least. It took a while to make up a good enough lie to my mom to cover up this whole training stuff. Just telling her I would be hanging with friends for a project. Phew. Good thing my mom is awesome and totally trusts me without question. Oh I'm here. I get to the hiking path leading into the forest but Stain wasn't around maybe I got here first, or maybe he got held up wait everything's gone quiet too quiet like the kind of quiet when something bad's about to happen. I tense up and glance around fearing something just might pop out at me then suddenly I heard shuffling in a tree just on the left of me and almost on instinct I went into my sludge form just in time for a figure to swoop out of the tree and at me like a bullet and stop on a dime in front of me with a blade pointed right in at my left eye. Quick but not quick enough. Keep your head in the game if you planning to keep it. Stain then lowered his sword and put it away. I let out a breath of relief and revert back to my normal state. So that's the kinda teacher he is. The hardcore type. This was gonna be one heck of a ride. But hey, I did agree to this after all, so I can't really complain, right? I guess we're gonna work on that, right? I asked nervously. That and pretty much everything else. I'll push every single aspect of you to its limits and beyond. Plus ultra. I chant. Stop that. The man said sharply. Sorry. Izuku ducked his head. It's okay. Now go change into these. Stain said, handing me some green robes. Oh okay. Where do I go to change? Izuku spoke confused. That's a tough one. Maybe behind all the trees surrounding us? His voice dripped with sarcasm. Right. Sorry sir. I then walked off into the woods a bit to make sure I was out of sight and began to change. Geez, Stain is gonna be strict, I can feel it. I better make sure not to get on his nerves. Meaning no stupid questions, no mumbling, and none of my other annoying habits. I then get changed into the robes he had ready for me. It was a light green battle GI, short-sleeved and short at the legs too. Why do I feel like I'm gonna regret saying that? I decided to shrug it off and fold up my clothes and place them in my bag. I smile to myself, eager to start my training to be a hero. I walk back over to Stain. He was waiting while sitting with his legs and arms crossed. HMPH. He notices me come up and hops to his feet. Here. He then handed me to what seemed to be a short katana. What are they called again? Kodachi? I took it and unsheathed it to examine the blade. That will be a part of your training. Practice with it well. Oh, alright. Well, good thing it's short enough to fit in my backpack. Otherwise my mom would freak. I smile, sheathing it again and placing it in my waist strap. Okay, what's figa? Stain then slammed his foot into my chest, sending me to the ground in pain. That, I'm going to boost your reaction speed. Okay. That hurt. Geez. You couldn't have given me a warning? I spat, rubbing my chest in pain. Will your foes give you a warning? No. He did have a point. A villain sure isn't gonna give you a heads up. I then suck it up and stand back up and give a look of determination in my eyes. Hey. Good. I like that look in your eyes. He then took a stance. I nod and took a stance as well. A brief moment of silence fell. Then with a quick motion Stain came at me with blurry speed. He reeled back his arm and I quickly thought he was ready for a forward punch. I then bring my arms up to my face to block it, but then he suddenly lowered his arm and punched upward between my crossed arm guard to throw my arms up, then quickly followed up with a jab in the gut. Oath. I then stumble back holding my stomach. He psyched me out. Focus. I'll pay attention to your foe's movements. Anticipate and adapt. He spoke in a stern tone. Yes sir. I grumble, regaining my composure. And don't be afraid to use your quirk. Yes teacher. I ready myself again. This is gonna be a rough. Hey Stain sir. How long do you plan to train me? When are your hero entrance exam? Stain asked. 10 months from now. Then that's how long you got to show me you're ready to pass it. The man crossed his arms. Gulp. A bead of sweat drops down my temple just thinking of 10 brutal months of this. Having second thoughts? And no, if this is what it takes to be a hero, I'll bear any pain or hardship. If I want to be a symbol of strength people look to for safety, then I have to be able to take anything that comes with a grin on my face. I shout proudly and furiously. Ha 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 ha. Yes, that's it boy. Show who you are. Embrace true heroism. He smiled and praised me in a sort of fanatically way. We both resume our training. It was long, relentless, brutal, exhausting and fun. Oddly, it was pretty thrilling. I liked the chill that went down my spine during it all. Is this what heroes feel when they're out in the field? If so, it's amazing. I didn't get to train with my Kodachi today, but then again, training my reflexes are kinda more important if I'm gonna train with a sword. You did well for a first time. You really know how to think fast and adapt. That will be a keen component in your long journey. He smirked proudly. I could feel spirits rise at my teacher's compliment. The feeling of joy overshadowed the pain of my aching body. Say when exactly will we spar with our swords? Also we'll be starting with wooden swords first? Stain's smile vanished and his strict mentor look returned. I will teach you swordsmanship once your reflexes, speed, agility, endurance and body sharply honed. The sword training will be much more meaningful if you're at a peak condition. Also, we will not be starting with wooden swords. Out there, Midraya. Everything is real and nothing is pulled. I want you to adapt quickly. I don't want you to get sloppy or make you let your guard down by allowing the fact that it's simple sparring with non-lethal weapons. He spoke with a low grim tone. It really sent chills down my spine. He was so intense. I want you to feel and experience the amount of sheer life-threatening danger you will be placed in as a hero. That fear will make you stronger. It's your life on the line and you need to think fast and act fast, or you're gonna die fast. His eyes burned with a furious intensity. I quickly nod despite the trembling of my body. Geez, Stain really must have gone through a lot. I can just see it in his eyes. Because it's the same look in my eyes. For so long. Hurt. With no one to turn to or rely on. I know the look anywhere. I understand. You seem to know the feeling better than most. Hesitation leads to ruin. Yeah, the sounds about right. Good. You're free for today. Take care, Midraya, and be ready for tomorrow. Same time and place. Yeah, you too, teacher. I flash a smile. Stain smiles back faintly and leaps off into the trees. I then heave a sigh and go to change back into my regular clothes before heading back home. I should consider buying weights and other workout gear. Now that this will be a thing from here on, no need to slack off once I get home. I should keep busy. Maybe think of new things to implement into my training. This is gonna be a long 10 months. Time skip. 1 month later, no one's pop. Stain threw punch after punch and kick after kick, but Izuku adeptly dodged them all. Stain then tried to leg sweep Izuku, but he hopped over his foot. But Stain followed up with high spin kick. Izuku ducked as his feet the ground from his hop. Stain then went for an uppercut, but Izuku leaned back, avoiding it. He then threw 2 jabs at Izuku's face, but he quickly tilted his head left and right to dodge them both. Stain ended his assault with front flip axe kick, but Izuku slid to the left, avoiding it. Very good. Your reflexes are acceptable. He bore a proud smile. You know it. Normally Izuku would be out of breath on panting on the ground by now, but he really had upped his stamina. He only stood with minor bruises but overall triumphant. Go on home. We'll start on your body build tomorrow. Then once that's done we can get to combat training. He spoke, walking away. Izuku bowed and did as he was told. He smiled to himself on his way home. He was truly getting stronger. This was really happening. Izuku smiled to himself, but his smile was quickly diminished when he felt a hand quickly grab his shoulder harshly from behind. But his newfound instincts kick in and he spun around and leg swept the person, then quickly grabbed their arm, holding it up while placing his foot on their shoulder. Huh? Izuku then looks down to see the unknown person is Bakugo. Oh Kanchan, sorry you startled me. He smiled, letting go. Bakugo laid there for a few moments trying to process what just happened. Did Deku just drop him? The rage finally catching up, he stood up and was ready to scream his lungs off at him, but once his eyes raised back up, Izuku had already begun to walk off. Hey, don't you fucking ignore me. Sorry Kanchan, kinda busy, maybe some other time. He shouts back as he rounds the corner, vanishing from Bakugo's line of sight. What the fuck just happened? The next day Izuku had arrived at the usual spot for him and Stain, but he instinctively ducked his head to the left, dodging a throwing knife being thrown at him. Good. Still expecting the unexpected even when told we'd be doing something different. What else did you expect? A cocky grin stretched across his face. Don't get too cocky. This is going to even more difficult, Stain said with his signature icy glare. Izuku's confidence deflated a bit, but he kept strong. Now follow me. We'll be training in a different area of the woods. He then turned and walked off. Yes, sensei. Izuku followed closely behind, excited for what was to come. Upon arriving to the area they were met with a river, and near it was a vast number of workout equipment. Some training tools made by hand and some that straight up looked like medieval torture machines. I apostrophe m. Not too sure about this. Well, no turning back now. Didn't set all this up for nothing, kid. Now let's get cracking. Literally. 2 hours later. This is impossible. Izuku was straining with all his might in a harsh sweat to tug along the giant boulder Stain had strapped to his back. Come on, you've hardly moved it a few meters. Why yes. Sir. 5 hours later. Well. We certainly have some ways to go here, Madrya. Madrya? He looked down at the exhausted boy collapsed on the ground. Well, you're groaning, so you're still alive. Do you want help getting home? And no. Just leave me. Here. I'll move when. I get the feeling back and my body. HMPH. Well, if you say so. Just hope the birds or any other beast of the wilds don't come and pick at you. I'll see you tomorrow, Madrya. With that, Stain took his leave swiftly. Well. I guess the saying's true. No pain. No gain. Ow. 5 months later. Izuku's muscles burned as he lifted 2 giant boulders by ropes hung from 2 trees. 497, 498, 499, 500. Izuku let go of both ropes and sprinted off at breakneck speed and toward the river. Reaching the river, he leaped very high in the air to the river and hopped off the large rocks sticking out of it flawlessly. After getting to the other side, he ran up a tree and backflipped onto a branch, then continued to leap from through the trees, doing a bunch of acrobatics as he went. Izuku landed off in a clearing in the woods where Stain was sitting and waiting with a cup of ramen. Better time than yesterday, he said, placing his chopsticks inside the empty cup. Huff. No. Sweat. The boy gave a strained smile. Why don't you sit and rest? You look like you're ready to collapse. Again. Not a bad idea. The boy plopped down on the ground. Stain tossed him a bottle of water, to which the boy caught it quickly. Thanks. My mouth felt like sandpaper. He spoke up, uncapping the bottle and drinking from it. Say sensei. Look sorry to go here again, but why do you always scowl and frown whenever I talk about the new heroes? It feels like you have this personal gripe with them. Sig. You really wanna know, Madrya? Fine. It's because they're all fakes, phonies. They're not true heroes. Izuku's eyes widened and he paused for a moment. Did he just hear him right? Being a hero stopped being about selflessly putting your neck on the chopping board for the sake of right action a long time ago. Now it's just a simple job, a competition for some, an ego trip. They're either after fame or glory. All Might is the only true hero, he hissed. The apostrophe s. That's not true. Oh, but it is. If you've truly looked with both eyes peering behind the schemes, you would see. This generation has forgotten the true meaning of heroism, and the ones who have come to support this new shallow vow of heroism should be purged so they do not infect other generations to come. He spoke with such venom in his voice. You're wrong. What? Stain was then cut off by Izuku. I said you're wrong. The boy raised his voice a bit. Stain's eyes grew wide at his sudden outburst. You can't just do that. You can't just pass judgment down on the people of this generation like that. I understand how you feel. And in ways I do feel like a lot of heroes are only in it for the financial support or popularity, but they all have their reasons, I'm sure.
He spoke with a faint sense of sternness. Even if they did n'apostrophe. They're probably just lost. And need help to see the light. Everyone in my eyes deserves a second chance, Izuku said with a tense stare. He only offered a blank stare. Oh geez. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap like that. His sweat dropped and held his hands up. It's okay. You just surprised me is all. Stain shook his head. Oh phew. For a second I thought I made you mad. Not at all. What you did do was give me some things to think about though. He gave a faint smile. Izuku smiled back brightly. Yeah, let's call it quits for today. Your body, speed and agility have all sharpened nicely. Combat is next. Be ready tomorrow. Stain stretched. Yes sir. He bowed. HMPH. Chitsom. Stain spoke. Izuku. Huh? My name, it's Chitsumake girl. Izuku's eyes lit up as he smiled at Stain for finally opening up. Thank you. Chitsom. Izuku thanked him with a warm smile. Hey, just because I gave you my name doesn't mean to drop respect. Sorry sensei. Yes sir, he stammered. He. That's better. Go on home. The real hell starts tomorrow. He left without another word or glance. Seg. Izuku then laid on his back. Come on Izuku, don't get discouraged now. You wanted this. Remember, this is the final step to be ready for the long road up ahead. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Yeah. Look forward to this. Stains pop. They say the line between light and dark. Good and evil is very thin. Harshly thin. Sometimes people drift without even realizing it. Good people can drift to do bad things because they believe it's right. Some villains who commit their vile acts believe they are in the right. How do we truly know what side we're really on? That's the true question. Can you stay on your path without straying? Midoriya will come face to face with this question one day. I'm sure of it. I'd like him to be able to answer the question for himself. Speaking of Midoriya. The words he spoke to me yesterday. They actually got to me. They still echo in my head. How intensely he spoke to me. He was always so passive and respectful of my words, but for the first time. He actually spoke back and called me out. I was honestly taken back. But however, he doesn't understand his concept of heroes lost its true meaning so long ago. Heroes of this generation only care about the spotlight, the money and influence they have. I won't say there aren't any true heroes out there. But the number fakes overshadow them. Soon those numbers will dwindle more and more until the title of hero becomes nothing more than a business brand. It was never about fame. Money or position. It was simply doing the right thing for right's sake without expecting anything in return. To put your life on the line for any stranger if they needed help because it was right and nothing else. These new heroes. They must be purged before they forever kill the good all the other true heroes died to make. I do admire Izuku's devotion, but he's too naive to understand this. Hey. It's funny. Even after all he's been through, he still wants to see the good in everything. Keeping that level of innocence is a rare thing. It is. Sigh. But still. Even so. Why do his words just bother me so much? I can't stop thinking about them. No matter. His training is more important right now. I can't get sidetracked by this. I can't falter. 3 months later, no one Hiya. Izuku thrusted his short Kodachi sword forward in a stabbing motion at Stain only for him to parry it with his sword, and Izuku followed up with a lower sweep spin kick. Stain backflipped away, but as he landed, Izuku was already upon him with outstanding speed and leaped at him with a 360 spin slash aimed at Stain's face. Stain rose his sword and blocked it, but Izuku halfway into the swing and spin, spun his leg around for a roundhouse kick. Stain was caught off guard and Izuku's kick connected with his side. Stain grunted but quickly countered by slamming his palm into Izuku's side, sending him flying back, but he quickly recovered and backflipped 3 times before flipping onto a tree trunk and kicking off it and launching himself at Stain again. Izuku swung his sword horizontally at Stain's face, but he dodged it and headbutted Izuku back. Izuku quickly flipped his blade backwards and swung it down in a stabbing motion. Stain quickly reeled back to dodge it and swung his sword in a diagonal slash. Izuku swiftly threw his sword in the other hand and caught Stain's wrist mid-swing and slashed upward with his free hand that now held his blade. Stain swung his foot up, kicking Izuku's wrist and knocking the sword out of his hand and high into the air. Izuku grit his teeth and yanked Stain's wrist outward and swung his foot up as Stain's wrist, gaining the same effect as he did him. Stain's blade flew up high in the air like Izuku's. They both headbutt each other at the same time and slide back. Feeling their blood boil, both ran at each other and engaged in a brief but furious barrage of hand-to-hand melee, exchanging blow after blow, each connecting, dodging and parrying. Both crossed fists and both connected with each other's jaws. The two warriors reeled and spun back just in time to catch their blades from falling and clashed together one last time before pressing both blades against one another. Huff. Huff. Izuku panted with his heart pounding in his chest. Huff. Hey he. Very good. You anticipate my moves and your accuracy and ability to adapt is uncanny. You are truly a prodigy. Stain spoke proudly. He. I just go with what I feel. Izuku's instincts kicked again as Stain swiftly took out a throwing knife and tossed it straight at him, but he responded with turning his body into sludge, having the knife pass through him. Nice try. He scoffed with a smirk. Just making sure. Your reaction time with that quirk is getting better. He sighed, sheathing his sword. Yeah. Feels almost second nature now. Like. I always had this quirk. The boy smiled, looking at his hand. Well, you do adapt extremely quickly, which is your most powerful skill overall. Yeah, I agree. I just go with what I feel. He. Not the most intelligent answer, but hey. He shyly rubbed his arm. It's fine. Madrya. Why yes sir. He straightened up at his sudden voice change. I thought about what you said to me back then. And I'm curious. The line between light and dark is so thin. Right and wrong. Selfish and noble. Stain said, crossing his arms. You believe this new generation is simply misguided? Tell me. How will you help them see what it truly means to be a hero? Asked Stain. The boy looked down at his feet, no blinking. He looked deep within himself for the answer. Well, nothing to say. He was cut off. I would show them, Izuku said, raising his head. I would show them what it truly means. Through my own actions I'll reteach the world the true meaning of hero. He spoke with unyielding spirit. HMPH. Very well, I'll humor this. Huh? He tilted his head in confusion. I'll humor this. I want to see how far you can take this. I'm curious to see how far your devotion will take you, boy. So prove me wrong, Izuku. I will. He beamed with joy. Stain let out a soft chuckle. Now then. I believe you've got the basics of combat down and mastered. Now for the final month. We will be powering up your quirk. Yeah, I honestly like this sludge quirk. Izuku smirked. Not that. Your original quirk, the quirk that allowed you to take that to begin with. He crossed his arms. But I would need to steal quirks. I can't go around taking people's quirks. True. That's why we're going to do a little vigilante night work. What? But that's against the law. Izuku became nervous. Keeping her city clean and safe is against the law. I understand the law against unlicensed use of quirks, but might I say it's a rather moronic law. I can't tell you how many tragic events I've seen and read about where people are killed due to this law preventing them from saving themselves or another. You could be attacked by a villain, and if you use your quirk even to defend yourself, you're still in danger of getting in trouble with the law. Or if you save someone when no hero was around to do anything. Does that seem fair? He had a point. Izuku was always indifferent about that law. He would be somewhat okay with it if there was a law protecting people who did it out of self-defense or to save another due to the absence of a hero, but no. There just wasn't. Oh okay but what are we supposed to be doing? Testing your quirk. We can test if you can take and hold more than one quirk and so on. So I would be depowering villains? That does sound pretty good. Making sure they can't use their quirks to hurt anyone anymore by taking them away. Does seem pretty fitting for villains. Izuku felt an odd chill of excitement go down his spine. Okay, I'll do it, but only one night. Okay, I still wanna be a good hero so I can't break the law too much. But I do believe in doing bad to do good. At times. Hee. Very good. Sometimes heroes have to go against rules to do some good. The thing is about true heroes. They're willing to take on darker roles for the greater good and even willing to shoulder the burdens that come with it. True heroes take on this gauntlet so no one else has to. Yeah. They shoulder burdens that are too much for others, the green-haired boy said. That is correct. Sigh. If only that philosophy was still as strong as it was back then. He sighed. It will be again. Just have hope. Hope is the best thing we've got, believe it or not. Stain couldn't help but smile at Izuku's charisma. Very well, I shall. Now then head home and rest up. Come back here at midnight, right? I'm sure I can sneak out without waking my mom. Good. Farewell for now, Madrya. And thank you. It's been a while since I had hope in this generation. He turned. Why, you're welcome, Maya, and he's gone. Before Izuku could even finish his sentence, Stain had leaped up into the trees and out of sight. Sensei. The boy smiled warmly to himself as he turned walk home. Somewhere 9 months earlier. S pop. My head was killing me. I slowly opened my eyes to be met with a white ceiling. I look around to see I'm in a hospital room. You're probably wondering who I am and why I'm here. Well. First off. My name is Minoru Mineta. And as for why I'm here, well. I nearly died trying to save Mount Lady from this psycho knife-throwing crow guy. Yeah. I know that all sounds a bit crazy, but I assure you this did happen. The only reason me or her are still alive right now is because All Might came and swooped in and saved us. However, Crow Dude got away. As All Might told me when I finally came to yesterday. My mom was crying her eyes out when I woke up yesterday. Apparently that knife the crow guy hit me with was poisoned. But I'm okay. Mount Lady too. Then. Well. The luckiest thing happened for me. All Might was actually moved that I risked my life for Mount Lady even though I knew I was probably gonna fail. And then he showed me his big secret. And phew. Was it a huge secret? He told me about his quirk and his injury. And that he can only be the symbol of peace for a short amount of time. So long story short. His time is running out and he needs a successor and he asked me. Of all people. Now people don't really have a high opinion of me and I'm well aware of this. Half of it is well deserved and the other half is because I'm just too easy to make fun of. To be honest. The only reason I wanted to be a hero is because I wanted girls to like me. And saying it now. It does sound pretty pathetic. Compared to other heroes' reasoning for being what they are. After my near-death experience and All Might of all people offering me the chance to change. I think I have a foggy image of my new reasoning to be a hero. I still wanna be cool but I'll become cool so people like me losers people who are small and believe they can never amount to anything can become cool too if they try hard enough. Yeah. That sounds noble enough. I know it's only a step. But a step is better than nothing at all. I have a long way to go before I become the person I want to be. I should be free to go today. Other than the knife wound leaving a nasty scar on my chest and the poison, healing quirks are really something. Gotta say the scar looks kinda badass. Well. Live and learn, am I right? I then heard the door open. I expecting to see my mom but it turned out to be All Might himself. And in his deflated form as I'm calling it. He smiled lightly and came to sit next to my bed. Hey a kid. You doing okay? All Might came in and put a hand on my shoulder. Yeah. Minor pain in the chest but I can deal with it. You? All Might then buffed up into his beefcake form and have a hearty laugh. Never better, ha 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 blah. He then quickly deflated again and coughed up some blood. Ah, dude, seriously stop doing that. I sighed. Cough. Sorry. Ahem. Well, I heard from the doctors. You may be released today. That's good. I'm sure your mother will be relieved. He smiled. Yeah, oh boy, it took a lot for the staff to make her go home to let me rest. It just shows how much she loves you. What of your father? Did he hear what happened? Never knew I say very flatly. Oh. Sorry. His shoulders slumped down. It's okay. I've just come to terms with it. Yes. Well, ahem. Moving on. Once you're released, I understand if you'd like a little time before we get into training. That was a very traumatic XP. Nah, I'm good. We can get right to it after I get out of here. I stretch. Are you sure? I mean. You did almost die, Renata. Hey. One thing you should know about me. I'm glutton for punishment. I can take on and keep going. Trust me. Ha ha ha. Oh man, I got a real trooper here. He chuckled, running a hand through his hair. I just been through a lot already. I'm used to it. I shrugged. Well, they say experience is the best teacher. Yeah. Sigh. Yet I'm still stuck in this state of self-regression. You okay there? He asked, looking concerned. Yeah. Just a bit groggy from waking up. I rubbed the back of my neck. HMPH. Happy to know you're all okay. When you get released today, come to the beach. I'll be waiting. PFFF if my mom doesn't drag me home and lock me in my room. I joked a bit given how protective my mom can get at times. Ha ha ha. Well, let's hope that doesn't happen. He smiled and left the room. With that I let my head plop back onto the pillow of my hospital bed. Sigh. This is really happening, huh? Minata. Please, for once in your life. Don't mess this up. I shut my eyes again, letting sleep take over. Back to the present day. Is Yuku's pop? I managed to sneak out of the house around midnight. Mom is usually passed out by this time and she's become a very heavy sleeper as of late, which is great for me in this scenario. After I made it to our meeting place, Stain was waiting for me, of course, and he was holding something. It looked like clothes. Teacher? I walked up smiling. There you are. Here, change into this. Gonna wanna keep your identity secret for this, he said, handing me an outfit. Yes sir. I then went to change into what he brought for me. It was close looking to his, but he gave me a long red cloak and a white mask. I then placed the hood on. This looks pretty cool, like the cloak and mask. I smile to myself, strapping my kodachi to my waist. Saying this for a good cause. This is for a good cause. I breathed to steel myself. I then returned to Stain. Does it fit okay? Yeah, it does. Perfectly, really. I smile, stretching around in my outfit. Okay, that's a relief. He smiled at me. How did you know my size though? I asked, rather curious. Shut up. Let's go. He spoke dismissively and walks off. Okay. I shrug it off and follow. Geez, now I don't even want to know. No one's pop. Stain and his Yuku are running and hopping onto rooftops with Stain as leading. So you think we'll find anything around here? Yes. There aren't many heroes who patrol around here, so thugs like to meet up in the allies here. Makes sense. So I guess we're doing good by taking care of the criminals that go under the radar. Yeah, I think of it like that. Izuku smiled behind his mask and eagerly followed Stain until he came to a stop on the side of a rooftop. Staring down, he stopped behind him and gazed down with him down into an alleyway. 3 thugs stood in the alleyway speaking. What a pain. One thug groaned. Yeah. We defiantly would have nabbed that kid if that fucking backdraft hadn't shown up. Another spoke. Would have been easy ransom money, said the third thug. Izuku's eye twitched hearing this. He already hated people who hurt innocent people for their own benefit. But children? Okay, their quirks are mine, he hissed in a low voice. Calm yourself. In anger you defeat only yourself. Stain spoke lowly as well. Saying yes teacher. Let's do this. He unsheathed his kodachi. Stain nodded and unsheathed his sword and jumped down on the entrance to the alleyway, and Izuku landed next to him. What the shit, a hero? The first thug spoke.
He's got a fucking kid with him. The second thug said, go for the kid. The third thug pointed his arm at Izuku and it began to morph. His hand receded back. His arm expanded and cannon barrels formed around his arm and one in the middle. Wow! Izuku jumps high up to avoid the missiles that launched from the arm barrels. Stain dodged out the way as well. Good Midoriya. Let's see how you handle this, he thought, taking to the rooftops. Okay, missile launcher arms. That's super cool and I want it, but only because it would be dangerous for him to keep it. Yeah, he thought, landing on the wall of the alleyway and bouncing off it and at the missile arm thug. Izuku then spun and twisted in mid-air to dodge 3 more missiles the thug sent at him. Izuku then spun kicked the thug across the face. As the thug spun around staggered, Izuku landed and leg swept the thug down and impaled his Kodachi through his leg. Izuku smirked and ducked an attack from one of the other thugs. Izuku was surprised to see a werewolf-like creature wearing the thug's clothes. Izuku, a werewolf transformation quirk? Awesome. He backflipped backwards and sprinted forward and slashed the world thug's side, then ducked another swing, then stabbed his blade into his arm before flip kicking him in the jaw, sending him flying and onto his back. Izuku then locked eyes onto the last thug and he was banging his fist against the ally wall, and with each bang a purple glow radiated off him. Kinetic absorption, Izuku thought. The thug then sprinted at Izuku and threw a punch. Izuku dodged left and slashed his side, but his blade didn't damage him as much. It still cut, but not as much as it should have. The thug then swung his arm and Izuku rose his arm up to block and placed his other free hand against his blocking arm for more support. The thug's strike was a lot stronger than he thought, and Izuku felt a painful sting as his strike connected with his arm, and the force was great enough to make him slide back. Ugh. Yeah, it's definitely something with kinetic energy. Not only can he amp his strikes, he can use it to tank himself up a bit. The thug started banging his fist against the wall again. Oh no you don't. Izuku quickly sprinted at him at stop speed. The thug readied himself for Izuku's attack. Izuku then lunges forward and turned into sludge and engulfed the thug. The thug struggled and struggled, but it was all in vain as Izuku suffocated him enough to knock him out. Izuku then released him and reverted back to normal. Izuku smiled triumphantly and stomped the other 2 thugs unconscious. Well, that was easy, he smiled, sheathing his blade. Stain dropped down and started clapping. Color me impressed. You didn't slip up or hesitate despite this being a real actually battle. It's like you said. Hesitation leads to ruin. Happy to see you took that to heart. Of course teacher, why would I not? Right. Well then, good job Midoriya. Now then claim your prizes. Izuku chuckled as he went from thug to thug stealing their quirks. Izuku felt an odd wave of satisfaction feeling their power be added to his. He could feel the power surge within him. Now let's see. He's morphed his hand into the missile launcher, then a werewolf arm, then banged his fist on the ground to see a green aura radiate off him. Amazing. I can hold multiple quirks. You could become quite the powerhouse. Yeah, I could, but for justice. Stain chuckled. Come, that's all for tonight. Let's get out of here before any heroes show up. Oh right. Yeah, let's scram. Izuku and Stain climbed up to the rooftops and hopped from building to building onto the night. Izuku's puff. It was misty, star-filled moonlit night. The city's melody filled the night. The occasional swoosh of a car. The crickets chirping, and every so often the sound of police sirens echoing in the distance. The lights of the city lit up the place like the stars did the sky. The hours seemed to drag on like a State Hero Society doubleheader. Me and my mentor Stain sat and watched the devils dance in the pale moonlight. Stain had always been a complex mystery to me, but overall he was a good guy. Even if he wouldn't admit it. Why he chose to teach an average Joe like me is beyond me, but I'm not really complaining. Before all this I was just some merc you'd never really notice. Within the black and white painting known as the crowd, I honestly didn't stand out that much. Yet somehow Lady Luck finally swung my way. Luck can be cruel or merciful. I've been on both ends of her, and I gotta say she's a real riot. And why am I talking like a detective in some black and white movie?
Well, either way, today went well. I got new powers and my training is just about done. I'm well on my way to becoming a hero, all thanks to Stain. I swear. I will thank him for this somehow. But for Minoru's pop, these 9 months have been torture for me. I'm not really the most physically fit. So cleaning an entire beach and carrying and pushing heavy crap is pretty taxing for me. However, despite the agonizing startup. It got easier over time and I started to bulk up a lot. I was never that motivated to work out, but All Might just kinda. I dunno pushed me to do so. I started working out at home and even used my allowance to buy training gear. Instead of spending it on jeans and other things I rather not mention. Speaking of said things. I actually started to clean out my room a bit. I kept a few things for myself, but I boxed up and got rid of a lot of other stuff. Look, I can't lie when I say I'm a massive perv, but if I'm gonna reach the bar All Might set for me, I gotta shape up. This is a once and lifetime chance, so I gotta cut back with my stupid habits. And looking back on things now. What girl would like my creep ass? I feel like this whole thing. My near-death experience, All Might choosing me. My training. It's all opened my eyes to a bigger picture. I'll show the real me. And I know people will think I'm cool. And then when they see a joke like me can go from zero to hero. It'll inspire them to try their best to rise up and become cool too. That's what I want. And a girlfriend still wouldn't be bad, but can't rush that one. Well, it's gonna be a struggle getting over my habits and urges, but hey. Effort. Even if I get over them. Most girls wouldn't date me because of my height. Seriously, come on, don't judge a man for something he can't help. Sigh. Well, at least my new muscle build can make up for my size, cause damn do I look good. Okay, getting a bit off topic. But basically things really need to change with me. I can't keep on like this. I've taken on a huge mantle now. So something's gotta change. I'm now the bearer of one for all. The secret of All Might's power. He originally wanted to grant me this power at the end of next month, but he decided to give to me a month early. He said he wanted to give me some time to test one for all, and also because he said I seem to catch on to things quickly. I mean, I'm actually smarter than people give me credit for. I say it makes up for my size. I can really be smart when I don't have girls on my mind. Well, I got bigger things on my mind now. Figuring out how the hell to use this power without wrecking myself. All Might told me I can't use all of its power, cause if I did. My body basically explode. Yeah. The first time I used it as a test run. I broke my arm. Good thing All Might is good friends with Recovery Girl. I always dreamed of a nurse kissing my wounds. Boo, not quite what I got. But hey, she saved me a crap ton of healing time, so I can't really complain. I finally get done cleaning out a lot of the pervy crap in my room, and Jesus, this was a lot. I really do have a problem. I really am like my mom. It's why I never met my dad. My mom was unfaithful. Look, don't get the wrong idea, my mom is a great mom. She loves me, cares for me, listens to me, and will go out of her way for me. She's a great mom, it's just she can't seem to stay loyal to one man. Even so, I still love her. She's all I have and she cares for me. No one's perfect. Speaking of fathers. All Might has kind of been like one to me, looking out for me. Teaching me. Keeping me in line. But I never said this to his face, of course. Not pulling the pin on that awkwardness grenade, so I'll keep it to myself for now. Okay, I'll write in my journal really fast and get to training with One for All. 15 minutes later, after recorded the events of today thus far into my journal, I got dressed in my favorite purple hoodie, dark blue jeans, and white sneakers. With that, I head to the open woods near the park where I wouldn't be bothered or bother anyone. I figured I'd call All Might and ask him to meet with me for this, but I wanted to try and see if I could get a bearing on One for All myself. If I can. He'll be so impressed. Okay. Let's start with what I know. I know for a fact I can't use 100% of One for All, otherwise bones go crunch, crunch, snap.
Snap, it's a lot of power surging through me. It's supposed to amplify my psychical abilities a lot. Okay, what can I pull from all that? Not a lot. Other than don't use too much power. Oh wait, that's actually it. Don't use too much power. It's kinda like Goku's Kaioken. I then take a position and close my eyes. Okay. All Might said with my state now. 5% power is probably all I can handle for now until I get more training and experience with it. So I'll do just that, and not just through one arm for a quick attack, through my whole body. Okay Minoru. Imagine a flame. A flame on a candle. Imagine one for all is the flame and the candle is you. Imagine the flame growing stronger but not too strong to melt the candle. Not too strong to break you. I then channel a small portion of one for all through my whole body. I feel a heat inside me. A warmth rather than a burning sensation than last time. I revile in it. Keep the flame strong. Calm and steady. As the candle. Hold the flame. Maintain it. You are the conduit for it to keep burning. I then feel that warmth overtake my body. As I open my eyes. I'm surrounded by a purple aura. And faint small crackles of purple static dance around me. I was almost there. Time to bring it on home. Let the flame breath, but do not let it grow too big. Keep it low but alive. Here I go. One for all. With a mighty shout I bask fully in the 5% of one for all and completely let it flow forth like a river throughout me. Red marks appears on my body as the power processed through my body, and I felt a slight sting. But I wasn't gonna back down. That purple static then became violent and alive, and the purple aura gained more life. Huff. Huff. I stand there radiating one for all's excess energy. I feel pretty damn good right now. I felt like 5% wouldn't be much, but this feels intense. That or because I'm not used to feeling strong at all. Either way, time to test this out. What to try out first? I guess agility. I then take a deep breath and crouch down, preparing for a jump. I make sure to keep focus of the energy surging through me. I then take another breath before launching off the ground. And shooting up 20 feet in the air. Jesus, for 5% this is pretty freaking strong. Woo. I do a few spins and flips while in midair, then brace myself for the fall. When I came back down I made small cracks in the ground when I landed. I didn't feel much pain. I was expecting it to hurt a bit more, but no. Hee. This is freaking sweet. Okay speed. I then take a running position. I focus and steady my breathing. I then take off sprinting at breakneck speed. I was zipping across the ground like a speedster. This was awesome. I then run right into a tree face first and fall on my ass. I can feel the power up fade as I sat on the ground holding my nose in pain. I don't think I'm bleeding though. Damn it, that hurt. I groaned standing up. And the power shut off. Though I'm not surprised. I kinda did break focus. Okay, that can't happen. It'll be bad if I lose focus every time I get hit or slip up. Okay. Think. I surf my brain for anime and video game quotes that could give me an idea. Okay, inner focus. Okay Minoru. Imagine a barrier around the flame. The barrier is your focus. You have to keep it strong to keep the wind aka distractions from blowing it out. Block it out. Block out distractions. Block out the wind. Let's try that again. Protect the flame Minoru. Your focus is the barrier. I then channel that 5% power again a bit faster than the first time. Okay, let's run that back. I then look at the tree ran into. There was a bit of a crack in it. Was that from me hitting it? Okay, let's try strength. I then clench my right fist and steady my breathing once again. My breathing is an important part to my focus. I then reel my arm back. I then thrust my fist forward and slam it into the tree in front of me. And a massive crack in the tree, caving in a good bit of the bark. When I pull my fist back. There was an imprint of my fist in the caved-in wood. EFF yes. I then keep it up and send rapid-fire punches at the tree, caving in the bark even more with each hit until the tree toppled over. Now that is amazing, super fast, super agility and speed. I smirk. At least now I have a more powerful quirk to rely on than Pop-Off. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is a useful quirk if you use it right. It's just sometimes it can be hard to set up is all. One for All will help me with that ... and maybe now I can finally push his quirk out of my head ... I'm never using it again. If Dad was angry at Mom for cheating, that's fine ... but he didn't have to abandon me ... so if he wants to forget me ... forget him too ... and his quirk ... I think that's what it was ... I dunno ... Mom won't talk about it. A part of me wants to believe he had a just reason while another part wants to be mad at him for being a no-show all my life ... I don't know his face or his name. Maybe it's just the bitterness ... hell if I know. All I know is ... I dunno how to feel about it ... It makes me confused and lost and all just turns into frustration ... then rage. Sigh ... Alright, that's enough dwelling on that. I shake my head and get back on track. Let's try climbing next. I have experience there, running from bullies or angry girls. Who knew the fruits from my rotten luck and bad habits would actually contribute to something? I then take a breath and leap off the ground and grab onto a tree. I quickly kick off it and latch into another. I leap off again and reach out to grab a tree branch. However, I miss it and fall. I quickly reach up and pop a sticky ball off my head and slam it down on a tree to stop the fall. I halt and dangle there from the tree. Phew ... Pop-Off saves me again. I then let go and land safely onto the ground. All the while ... I still kept control of One for All. All Might is gonna be so stoked about this. In fact, I then quickly text All Might and ask him to meet me at the beach for a big surprise. After he texted me back agreeing, I quickly sped off, still in the 5% cloak ... and I got it. I know what to call this. Full cow, Excelsior. I then speed the rest of the way to the beach to meet up with All Might. I was able to reach the beach in just 3 minutes. Geez, this technique will spare me a whole lot of time in future. However, of course All Might was there first, but not in his beefcake form. When I arrived I was still on full cowl and he seemed really surprised to see me. Mineta? All Might said in a baffled tone. Hey all boss, check it out. I call it full cowl. 5% of One for All surging through my body at once. I then jump up and down super high and run and circling around at high speed to show it off. That apostrophe s ... Incredible Mineta. You just got this power and you've already made such great progress. He beamed with joy. He then knelt down to me and put his hands on my shoulders, smiling wider than ever. Mineta ... I'll be completely honest with you. At first ... I wasn't too sure about you. His smile dropped ... and his tone hardened. My heart kinda felt pricked after that, but given our startup ... I can't really blame him at all ... Had to tell me off a few times due to my antics. For a small bit ... I felt like I made a mistake. He hung his face down slightly, not looking me in the eyes. My heart really sunk hearing that ... but I kept my smile to be strong. But ... I take that all back. I know I made the right choice. I know this now more than ever ... Me choosing you ... was right. He looked at again and the eyes smiling with that big old grin of his. He thanks all boss ... I'm gonna give it 150% from here on ! I say, pumping my fist. Good my boy ... Good ... Come on, let's go get something to eat. My treat. He stood up. In the mood for takoyaki. I hummed. Funny, I was thinking the same. Say All Might? Remember when I told you my reasoning for wanting to be a hero? Yes. You said it was so girls would think you're cool? I ducked my head a bit hearing it come from his mouth. Why yeah, well ... That's different now ... I still want to be cool, but ... I'll become cool ... To inspire other people who think they're losers to become cool themselves. I think that's a fine goal. He smiled. Really? Of course. It's always nice to inspire those without much confidence in themselves. Awesome ... Come on, let's get going. This full cow thing has got me starving. I chuckle. All Might let out a hearty laugh as we both walked off to get some food. I swear I won't mess this up with Izuku and Stain. Izuku's pop. I know I told Stain that one night of vigil work was going to be it for but I just had to try it again. I can't deny it felt good to do so. It felt good to dish out some street justice and hee I really wanted some more quirks. I mean I am going to I should get as strong I could be. Yeah, and if I'm going to be the world's greatest hero. I need to be powerful. It only makes sense, right? Yeah, this is for the future. I chuckle as I walk towards some petty drug dealer who was backing up away from me. Me and Stain had tracked down these shady drug peddlers to put an end to their deeds. We found them in this abandoned warehouse. There were 6 of them. All with amazing quirks. One with invisibility, one with a decoy clone, one with a damage reduction quirk, one with flight, one with a water creature transformation. And one with a quirk much like Bakugo's but with frost instead. I made them all mine. Expect this one in front of me. The frost explosion thug. He still had fight left in him but he knew he was done. I fiddle around with a steel marble in my hand and charge it with kinetic energy and flick it at him. It goes flying and when it connects it erupts in a green shockwave blowing him back and into a wall. I've gotten real good with the kinetic energy manipulation quirk. I then stroll up to the thug who was barely conscious. I then drain away his quirk and once again that spine-tingling pleasure went down my back again. That makes 10 sensei. I feel so much stronger. Not only that we're making the bad guys fear more than heroes. HMPH. I see. He spoke sounding not too amused. If we keep on I could become so much powerful. No villain could ever stand up to me. I smiled to myself and reviled in my new power. My right. This W. I then stop mid-sentence. What am I saying? What am doing? This isn't me. The boys smiled faltered. What's not you? Stain finally seemed eager to talk. This what I'm saying what I'm thinking what I'm doing I'm slowly corrupting myself. The boy was conflicted. Sensei, we have to stop this no more vigil work and no more me taking quirks to fill a greed and lying to myself to believe I am just am slowly becoming something I'm not. A hero would never do these things. His face and voice seeped with shame. I'm giving into this hunger I feel inside and I don't like it. If I keep going like this I'll lose something very important to me. Good. Happy to see I was wrong. Stain smiled walking up. Huh? I did this to test you. I wanted to how strong this generation was when it came to fighting temptation. I knew you would feel that hunger that greed and I wanted to see if you had the will to overcome it and remember your true goal and you have. I was getting worried for a moment, that all my time and effort put into you was for naught but I was wrong. You once again have proven to me this generation is still salvageable. I couldn't help but smile behind my mask. Sensei really was a stand-up guy. So I'll give this generation another chance, but you keep proving it's worth something and that the fakes of this society can change. Otherwise I will pick up where I left off. He gave a cold stare. Alright sir. See come on. Let's leave these guys for the police. Then maybe get some ramen together. Not a bad idea. But you're paying. Oh of course. Kidding. Let's go. He patted my shoulder, smirked and walked out the warehouse. I chuckled and followed close behind. I promise sensei, I won't let you down. I'm gonna be a hero. A true hero. I don't doubt it. You just have that spark in you. I feel that spark too. Good. Let it guide you. I will. Master. The power I have now is more than enough to start the true steps of my journey. I've had to battle with temptation and fight back greed. I almost lost but I found myself again. Geez. It really is strong. The hunger. It's a bit scary really.
However, I'm not alone. I have people who support me and a teacher a good teacher to show me the way. The entrance exams will be here soon enough. At the entrance exams, no one's Izuku and Minoru stood outside the gate to the testing grounds with all the other student hero course candidates. The two boys were simply scoping out all the other students that were here to take the exam. Izuku: wow, everyone here looks amazing. Some people familiar and I've never seen before. Of course Bakugo is here. I'm just gonna ignore him if he starts his drama. I don't have the time or patience for it, he scoffed, running a hand through his fluffy hair. Minoru: not gonna lie, pretty nervous over here. Like even though I've been preparing for this for the past 10 months and even with my newfound understanding of one for all I'm still nervous that really is saying something. Saying play it cool Minoru, you've got this, you're ready. He sighed, doing a few quick stretches. The cut and dry version of the exam was, defeat as many villains as possible to gain points. They were going to be robots, so this shouldn't be too hard for the two. They both thought the boy with short blue hair and glasses was a bit high-strung but oddly amusing. Izuku then looked over to the side and saw Minoru stretching. Izuku thought he was pretty short for his age range but he wasn't one to judge He noticed he seemed kinda nervous and man, oh man, had he been there before so many times. He could just tell it wasn't someone when he say it. Hey, Izuku called out to Minoru. Eh? The shorter boy looked over at Izuku. Yeah, you. You nervous? Izuku asked. Sheesh. Was I being that obvious? Minoru rubbed the back of his head. No, it's just know it when I see it. Trust me, been there, done that, Izuku shared. Well yeah. I guess I am a bit but that won't scare me off. Minoru showed some bravado. That's good. You've come this far, don't back down now. Izuku patted his shoulder. Yeah, you're right. Thanks. The purple-haired boy tilted his head. Izuku Madraya. Minoru Mineta. He looked up smiling. Hey, good luck out there. Izuku gave Minoru a thumbs up. You too, man. Minoru smiled. Okay dudes and dudettes! Let's get this psychedelic funky fresh party started! Present mixed voice doomed on the game time. The green-haired boy smirked, taking a position. Minoru then crouched down a bit and went full cow. Time for my training to pay off. Both Izuku and Minoru shouted in their minds. As the immense doors opened to the testing decoy city, the students all rushed in. Mineta quickly zipped off in a bright purple blur ahead of the other students. Izuku then quickly took the sky and flew over ahead of the other students. The teachers observing the students. And this batch of students sure look like hella bumping. Mick expressed his excitement. Well, they certainly seem to have energy, Vlad said, observing the batch of contestants. HMPH. Aizawa wasn't very impressed. Yes, quite a lively bunch. Tilda Midnight licked her lips. Come on Mineta. You can do this. All Might prayed. The green-haired boy as a quirk of flight. Don't get many of those quirks nowadays, Snipe said. That's the same boy from before. But wait. Wasn't his quirk some kind of quirk seal, or nullification, like what he did to that sludge villain? All Might pondered. Izuku scanned around and saw some robots nearby and smirked. Here we go. Izuku dived bomb down to the crowd of robots. Izuku turned both arms into missile shooters and crossed both arms, then let loose a barrage of missiles that tore through 5 robots. Next he jumped over one attacking him from the back, then fired down on it, destroying it. Skillfully he landed on one's head, then jumped off it and fired missiles back, destroying that one too. Next he did a flip and landed on his feet, then sprinted forward holding both arms forward and firing a volley of missiles that plowed through all robots charging his way. What in the... All Might paused. Wow, you 2 quirks? Man, he got the sweet god roll on his quirk genetics. Mick shouted. I agree, being able to fly and hail missiles is a very powerful combination. Vlad spoke. Izuku backflipped and took some steel marbles from his pockets. He charges them up with kinetic energy, flicks them at a few robots' heads, the force of the charged marbles exploding on contact and blowing a good chunk of their heads off. He instinctively spun around and thrusted his palm forward at the robot behind him and unleashed a big frigid blast of frost and ice from his palm. Frost froze bits of the robot and jagged ice shards dug into the machine, tear it apart. Hee. Frost mist seeped from his hand. That's. Midnight was at a loss for words. That was more than 2 quirks. He has 4. Maybe even more. Aizawa spoke. But how? That's not possible. How can he have multiple quirks? Snipe questioned. All for one? No. It can't be. Could it? All Might tensed up, looking at his Yuku on the monitor as he stared at his hand as frost radiated off it. A quick flash of red and black static danced around his arm. All Might's shot wide open. He gripped his damaged side as he felt a bead of sweat go down his temple. All for one. No. It is all for one. I don't know how, but that boy. He has all for one. How? Is he his new successor? His son? Can it even be passed down? This isn't good. Quite the peculiar child. I wonder what he will bring. All Might? Nezu noticed All Might deep in thought. Should I stop this? Should he even be allowed to be here? All Might contemplated. All Might. Nezu spoke more loudly, snapping the hero out of his daze. Huh? Yes sir? All Might answered, stammering. I see this child here has you very tense. Try and calm down. Let's see where this goes. Yes, Nezu suggested. Yes sir, All Might responded. I'm getting better. Izuku's smile grew ear to ear. Deku. An explosion erupted in the distance. Of course, he sighed, shoving his hands in his pockets and turning. He was met with an extremely angry Bakugo stomping up to him with explosions crackling off his hands. Izuku kept a rather stoic expression as he drew closer, which only angered the blonde more. Sigh. What is it now? Izuku sighed. Bakugo then grabbed his collar and began shouting. You fucking two-faced loser. You've been hiding all this power this whole damn time. The blonde's eyes seeped with rage. Oh yes. I faked being powerless all these years as some tasteless joke. He rolled his eyes with his voice dripping with sarcasm. Don't fucking play dumb with me. You've been laughing at me this whole time. Looking down on me. Thinking I was weak. Thinking I wasn't worth using your power on. Weren't you? The blonde roared. Get over yourself. He then shoved Bakugo back with surprising strength. I have never once looked down on you. All I ever was to you was a friend. I was always nice to you. Even despite your rotten self-centered attitude. No matter what. You are just cruel, mean-spirited and an overall asshole of a human being. I have never ever looked down on you or laughed at you. But you know what? Now I do, because I pity you now. You are a sad little boy. A pathetic loser who has to put himself above others. Put them down and even torment them just to feel good about himself. You were always an asshole, and guess what? Your quirk made you an even bigger one. I don't know what delusions of grandeur go through your head, but keep them away from me. I have no further interest to humor you and your superiority complex. I just want to move with my life and not be dragged down by you anymore. You don't want to be friends? Fine, suffer in silence just like you want. I don't care. Bakugo could only stand there, eyes wide open and a look of uncertainty. Was this the same boy he always walked over? Just leave me alone. The next time you try picking on me, it's not going to end well for you, because now I start standing up for myself. Izuku then turned to walk away. You piece of shit, don't you walk away from me. The blonde cocked his hand back, ready to unleash an explosion. I wouldn't if I were you. We're all being watched and we're supposed to be fighting the robots, not each other. If you attack me. I'm fairly certain you'll ruin your chances of getting accepted into a Izuku said. Tch. Whatever. Get in my way again and you're meat. Always remember, I'll always be better than you. Better than any of you extras. He scoffed. Whatever helps you sleep at night, Bakugo. Have a nice day. Izuku waves goodbye, walking off. Punk.
Bakugo then storms off. Oh thank goodness. I was afraid we'd have to intervene there. Nezu spoke in relief. That blonde's temper and arrogance is very undesirable, Vlad sneered, and can be very dangerous. Midnight added in, yes, it's a danger to both him and whoever works with him. But he has potential. The other boy as well, Aizawa said. Yes. Mineta. Be careful. All Might prayed. Minoru as he sprinted noticed a robot up ahead. Okay, I can do it. Take this. He lunged forward at the robot. He then thrusted his foot forward and slammed his foot into the droid's face, caving it in and making it fall over. Nice. Minoru spotted another group of robots and smirked. Minoru threw out some sticky balls at their feet in which they stepped on them and became trapped. Next he lunged forward again like a rocket, then kicked another one's head in. He bounced off it and delivered a solid punch onto another robot's head, making it cave in. After that he placed both feet on it, then bounced off it and delivered a spin kick to the last trapped robot. Minoru then pounced off and landed on his feet. Phew, that was rad. Minoru cheered, pumping his fist in the air. Yes, he's gotten good control over One for All. And those movements. Zipping around like that. Reminds me of Gran Torino. All Might thought. Gh. Without warning, Minoru gets swatted away by a robot from behind. His vision dazed and he could feel the flame of Full Cowl slowly fade as he flew. His glow got dimmer. Keep. The flame from going out. Focus. His glow reignited to full slender and he covered in the air, doing a flip and landing on his feet, sliding a bit. My turn. He then crouched down and dashed forward at great speed and slammed both feet into the robot's chest, caving it in and sending it crashing into a building. Phew. Okay, let's not have that happen again. Minoru rubs his head. Okay, I think I got enough points to pass. Everything went surprisingly well. Don't think anything can put a damper on this hot streak. Just then. Thunderous booms can be heard approaching. Why do I even talk? Minoru cursed himself. What's going on? Izuku looked around. Ready or not, students? Here comes the big bad boss! Mick yelled. Just then a gigantic robot storms through the test ground, staring down a few buildings. This one is the 0-point villain. Be best to ignore him, Mick announced. That is the 0.1, I call bull, Minoru yelled. That apostrophe s. Oddly much for a villain worth 0 points. Izuku spoke, walking up to Minoru. Hello again, he smiled. Huh? Midoriya? Hey. What do we do about that guy? He frantically pointed at the giant robot. Well. It isn't worth anything and I've got the points I needed. You? Why yeah, Minoru answered. Well then, I guess just avoid it. No reason to fight it really, said Izuku. Help, I'm stuck. A girl yelled, trapped underneath some debris as the giant robot gained closer to her. Oh, me and my mouth. Izuku gritted his teeth. Know how it feels. Trust me. Minoru rolled his eyes. Change of plans. Destroy it. Izuku then took out a steel marble from his pocket and put it between his pointer finger and thumb in a flicking position. He then aimed his arm at the robot and his arm glowed harshly green as he transferred all the kinetic he had stored up into the marble. Got any big attacks, Mineta? You well. One but I haven't really had a chance to test it. Well, now would be great. A life's on the line, Izuku shouted. Okay, I'll do it. He then quickly put his hands together. Concentrate. The static from Full Cowl then slowly drifted between his palms and formed a small ball of purple energy. Huh? What's this? All Might leaned forward in his seat in anticipation. Gather the energy from within. The sphere grew bigger between Minoru palms and static crackled around it. Someone, please. She closed her eyes as the robot lowered its hand down to crush her. Now, railgun. Izuku flicked the marble and a shockwave erupted from his fingers as the marble was sent flying like bullet cloaked in a green light. Burst. Minoru thrusted his palms forward and the sphere of energy shot out from his hands like a cannonball. Both attacks soared through the air and up to the giant robot's head. Once both attacks collided. A massive explosion engulfed its head and it was repelled backwards with great force. Woza, talk about a combo attack.
Mick screamed. He Mineta. Yes, that's right, show who you are, embody what it means to be a hero, All Might chanted. He's exceeding my expectation. What kind of attack was that? All Might yelled in his thoughts. That was awesome. Not bad Mineta, not bad at all. He praised the small boy running to the girl in need. Man, that was like a team attack in a video game. So amazing. I didn't even think that was going to work. He cheered, following close behind Izuku. Hey, you okay there? Izuku asked in a soft tone, helping the rosy-cheeked girl out the wreckage. Yeah, anything broken? Minoru helped out. Number. Thanks to you too. Thanks. That was so incredible. She praised them both with a warm smile. It's just what a hero would have done. Izuku said, smiling. Yeah. No need to thank us. Boo you. A name would do nice. Minoru wiggled his eyebrows. Oh, I'm okay. Okako Uraraka. The girl introduced herself. Cute name for a cute girl. Minoru smirked. Well. She is pretty cute. Izuku shyly agreed. Oh, come on, stop it, you two. You're making me all flushed. She rubbed her arm, blushing a bright red. Sorry, Izuku said. I'm Minoru Mineta. Izuku Midoriya and I'm happy you're okay. Uraraka. Would be a shame if anything happened to you. He spoke so solemnly. Uraraka felt her heart skip a bit, and beaten to the point again. Oh well. Maybe next time, Minoru said in his thoughts. Ding, ding, ding! Exclamation mark tilde. Time's up, kitties. Exam over. Exclamation mark tilde. Mick yelled over the paw. Guess your time's up. I hope you got enough points to pass Uraraka. Also Mineta. We make a good team. I really hope we see each other at You know what? I agree. Same here, man. Minoru smiled, putting his fist out to Izuku. Izuku smiled and fist bumped him. Well. I'm off. Hope to see you two again. Izuku chuckled and walked off. A few other student candidates eyeing him in awe at his and Minoru's display. Minoru could feel eyes on him too. And it felt great. See you Uraraka. Take care. The short boy then ran off. You two. I hope I see you both at The rosy-cheeked girl smiled. Good job, Minoru. Job well done. Another step to improvement. Minoru thought to himself. Well, that certainly was a showstopper. Nezu clapped. Psychedelic finish. Mick cheered. Aizawa. HMPH. I was on the edge of my seat. That finishing attack really sent a chill down my spine. Midnight Coed. I must say. This batch sure looks promising. Vlad spoke. Gotta agree, especially the green-haired kid. Snip added. However, shouldn't speak with him? Him having multiple quirks is very unnatural. Vlad expressed concern. Yes, we need to. All Might agreed. I don't think that's needed, said Nezu. What, sir? All Might exclaimed. The boy has proven to be a promising young man. If he had any sinister intent, he wouldn't have restrained himself against that other boy and bothered trying to save that girl. He has shown goodwill and we should not ruin it by showing immediate distrust or suspicion. Nezu explained. Yes. I understand. All Might reluctantly agreed. You're right, sir. The boy at least deserves the benefit of the doubt. Vlad spoke. Very well. But we should keep an eye on him, said Aizawa. Very well. You're all dismissed. Nezu smiled. All Might was the first to leave. And rather quickly too. Geez. What's got him so riled up? Mick questioned. All for one is back. I know it. After all this time. He's returned. All Might thought. I have to train Mineta as much as I can. Before it's too late. His thoughts buzzed like hornets in his head. He had to push Mineta harder now. An old threat could be just upon the horizon. Izuku's pop. Finally, I told Bakugo off. All those years of just smiling and taking all his insults, hits and threats for so long. All of that pent-up aggression and suppressed feelings. Man, it felt great to finally vent all of that out and right to his face too. I really had some pep in my step as I made my way back home. That confrontation with Bakugo really lifted some weight off my shoulders. Not only that. I saved a life and for sure aced that entrance exam.
I'm going to There's no way I didn't pass. Today had to be the greatest day ever. I wanted to go right to Chitsum and tell him how everything went. However, I told my mom I'd come right back home and tell her everything. Oh well, I guess I'll let him know tomorrow. Speaking of Chitsum. I'm really conflicted on whether or not I should tell mom about him. I feel like I shouldn't, but I also don't like lying to my mom. Sigh. I'll just leave things as they are for now. I rubbed my forehead and carried on my way back home. Surprisingly enough, I managed to get there without being stopped by a certain blonde boy. I guess what I said finally got through his head. Thank goodness. I really didn't want him spoiling my good mood with his bullshit. Oh wow. That's new. The boy was surprised at his own thoughts. Well, that's what years of being bullied and just bottling it up inside will do to you. I heaved a big sigh and made it the rest of the way back home. As I opened the door to my house, I smiled and let out a big shout. "Moom, I'm back," I yelled. Right on cue, I heard my mother's footsteps rushing over to me. Within seconds, my mother had her arms clung around me in a tight, loving embrace. "Oh, my sweet little man, how did it go? Are you hurt? Is anything broken?" She spoke frantically. "It went fine, Mom, and I'm fine," I hugged back, giving a reassuring smile. "Oh, that's amazing. Please, tell me how it went." Okay, let's sit down and I'll tell you all about it," I smiled, walking with her over to the coach and sitting. "Well, I gotta say, Mom, despite all of the powerful-looking students there, I was pretty confident." "That's the spirit, baby. Also I made a new friend, this short student named Mineta. I saw he was pretty nervous, so I just decided to prep him up. You're always trying to help out others. I love that trait about you." "Yeah, I love it too. It'll be a good perk for being a hero." "Oh, and I also made another friend. I saved her from being crushed by a giant robot. Her name was Yurakaka." "Inko, ooh, my sweetheart's already a hero." She hugged me joyfully. Yeah, I sure did feel like a hero," I smiled, patting her back. I decided leave out Rikugo. No need to spoil the good mood with that. Either way, I'm fairly certain I racked up enough points to pass. My baby boy, in academy, I am so proud of you. I'm going to make your favorites tonight. You've earned it. Oh, Mom, thanks, you're the best. Just then we heard the door being unlocked. Wait, could it be? The door then opens to reveal a man with short black curly hair and black hair, and freckles. Well, hey, a champion, long time now see, he said, putting out a cigarette he was smoking. "Dad," I rushed to him and embrace him tightly. "Honey," I heard my mom yell and run toward us and join in the hug. I felt Dad's embrace us both. Missed you two so damn much. Dad spoke in a soft tone. Swear jar, I said. "I'll leave an IOU in it." "Oh, you just never change, do you?" Mom smiled. "And that's why we're still married, correct?" he said, cupping her chin. "You bull-headed man. You cutie. Ahem. I clear my throat. Right. Sorry. Anyways, guess whose job is now closer to home?" He smirked at us. "Really?" I exclaimed. "Honey." Mom almost couldn't believe it. "That's right. No more out-of-state or overseas crap. I'm back with my family, where I should be." "Oh, Hisashi," Mother cried harder, hugging Dad tighter. Look at us. We're a mess. Sniff. I wipe my eyes, being overwhelmed with emotion. Well, let's say we all pull it together and have a long overdue family dinner?" He chuckled. "Yeah, totally." Yes, of course," Mother agreed, teary-eyed. "No one's pop." Inko and Izuku both walked off the kitchen, but Hisashi took a few moments to take off his shoes and leave them by the door. "Hisashi, I truly am curious to see how you use this power, my son. Whether you choose to life this world up or watch it burn. I will love you all the same." A wide crooked smile crept on his face as he made his way to the kitchen to join his wife and son, with Minoru's pop. I was on my way back home from the whole entrance exam. Man, my heart is still pounding from all that. Though it was pretty intense, like super mega intense. Still can't believe that energy ball attack actually worked. It was just idea I had from a video game. A lot of things from video games and anime have really been helping me get a hold on this power.
Hey who says video games or anime can't teach you anything? I smiled to myself, ready to arrive home and tell my mom all about the exam, but my thoughts were suddenly interrupted by a very loud yet familiar "Hello." All Might's voice suddenly boomed out of nowhere. I then nearly jumped out my shoes as All Might just appeared in front of me. Jesus, All Might. I gripped my chest trying to regain my composure. Ha 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 ha. I apologize, young Mineta. He laughed and reverted back to his scrawny form while spitting out blood as well. Seriously, that cannot be good for him. Hey man wasp, cough, ahem. Well, first off just wanted to congratulate you, kid. I was completely blown away watching you back there. Your quick control over one for all is seriously amazing. Oh, and that skill you used, that energy blast how did you manage that? Oh well he. I try to find the words through my joy of All Might's praise. A fighting game character kinda inspired it. You see, the character has this like fireball projectile that he fires using like what's it called? Kai? Either one of those, and channels it between his palms and fires it forward. I see and what made you think you could pull that off with one for all? You said this quirk was a stockpiling power quirk so I must have a lot of energy inside me, right? I thought, what if I could project that energy out, instead of just throughout my body? Never really thought of that. Pretty clever, Mineta. Thanks. Full cowl and that burst attack were both inspired by some anime and video games I was really into. I just added my own touches to it. Even the movements I used on the robots. I chuckle. Well, they really worked. He smiled widely at me. Yeah, they did. And I'm glad. Cause I made you proud. Right? I lowered my head, shoving my hands into my pockets. I then feel him place his hands on my shoulders. I then look up at him, more than proud, more than you could imagine. All Might. I wipe my eyes, smiling like a dweeb. Thanks man. Seriously, number. Thank you. Seeing you grow so fast. It really puts my weary bones at ease. Well, I'm just trying to reach the bar you set for me. I see. Listen, don't rush or push yourself too far, just to impress me. The progress you've made thus far is already impressive. Just keep it at your own pace. You're honestly doing great. Pfff. I couldn't hold back a laugh. What's so funny? Nothing, it's just I just never expected to do this good on dumb luck and pulling from knowledge from stupid crap I do in my spare time. It's just really funny to me. Well, even the most trivial of things can potential teach a lesson. Ain't that the truth? I slapped my knee. Cough. Listen Minoru, I just wanted to say congrats and be careful, okay? I frowned a bit seeing the worried look in his eyes. Also there was a drop in his tone. Something was off. Everything okay, dude? Yes, just fine. I just want you to be sure to watch yourself. You tend to get into trouble every so often. Couldn't argue with him there, but I'm convinced there's more to that. Guess I'll let it go for now, right? Yes sir, don't worry. Great, good. Now then, I should go. I have some things to attend to. See you later, Mineta. He smiled and walked past me waving. Later, dude. I wave and smile back as he faded into the distance. I then turn and heave a big sigh. Welp. Back home for me, though I really do wonder what the heck had him so worried about. Probably worried about me and my urges. Wouldn't blame him. I cringed walking the rest of the way back home. I got my keys out and opened the door, but as soon as the door opened, pop, a loud popping sound erupted and confetti was sent spraying at me. Gah! I jump with my heart in my chest. Surprise and welcome home! ! My mother Suki shouted, holding a party popper. She was about my height with just being 3 inches taller. She looked just like me, but with long purple hair that reached her waist. She had on her favorite yellow sweater on, her pearl necklace, a white semi-long skirt, and brown belly flats. Good God, Mom, stop doing that, I say, gripping my chest trying to calm down. What, can't a mother give her rad boy a proper welcome home after a big exam?
She smirked ear to ear, saying whatever. I roll my eyes, closing the door and locking it. How did it go? Well, amazing, incredible, extravagant, God tier? Tilda Mom enthusiastically asked. I groaned. It was God tier. Am I right? Am I right or am I right? She placed her hands on her hips, still smiling. I then cross my arms and raise an eyebrow at her. Yeah, I'm right. Tilda. She then pinched my cheek. You are impossible. It's one of my many appealing qualities. She then skips to the coach and sits. Well, she said. Well, what? I tilted my head. What do you mean? You know you have to tell how it all went down. Come on, tell me how you completely destroyed the competition. Okay. I then sigh in defeat and sit next to her. To be honest, I did better than I was expecting. Tilda. How so? Come on, details. My new power made it fairly easy. I was smashing robots left and right. That's my boy. Shifting gears and kicking rears. Still have no idea where this new quirk suddenly came from. But I sure as am not complaining! Tilda. She beamed with a radiant smile. Me either. I laughed nervously. Definitely can't tell her the truth. Good thing my mom goes with the flow. Oh yeah, also made an new friend and even saved a cute girl with him. Oh, tell me that was recorded, she pleaded. I'm sure it was, but I don't think I could my hands on it. I kinda busted her bubble. Bummer. Though I'm sure it was spine-tingling. Tell me about it. I smiled. Who was this friend? Oh yeah, is Yuku Madraya. Well, he sounds amazing. Boo Yuyana. Not as amazing as you, honey. Tilda. He actually was really. No way. You're the best around! Tilda. No one's ever gonna keep you down! Tilda. She said in a sing-song voice. I couldn't help but laugh at my mother's goofiness. Was the girl okay though? Oh yeah. She was totally fine. Nothing broken. No blood. You get her number? Tilda. Mom teased me. Minoru. No, number. Wasn't there for girls. Just there to pass. I held my arms up. Gasp! Look at you! Tilda. Finally buckling up. Have to. Gotta change sometime. I saw that you cleared out a lot of the crap in your room. Very impressed, my kiddo. Thanks, Mom. So, does this mean you're giving up on girls? No way, I quickly answered. Figured. But I will be a lot more subtle about it. More restrained. There you go, Minoru. I won't lie. I was really getting worried about you. However, you really started shaping up seemingly out of nowhere. I dunno what kicked you in gear, but it sure as hell worked. She put a hand on my shoulder. Let's just say I had some help. I smirked. Well, that help was really good help. She crossed her arms. Plus ultra help. Oh, you're gonna have to tell me all about that some other time. For now. How's your favorite meal for dinner? Tilda. I totally let that party popper scare go. Oh, stop it. You thought it was funny. Not one bit. I roll my eyes. Didn't deny it. So that shall be considered as yes. Tilda. Whatever. I'll be in my room. Call me when dinner is ready. I stood up. Can do, sweetie. Go relax. You earned it, little grape trooper. Will you quit call me that? My eye twitched a bit. Never. She then walked into the kitchen and out of my sight. She is one real piece of work. Guess I see where I get it from. I then head off to my room to rest. Today was one hell of a day, but I'd be lying if I said that I didn't have fun. I'm learning to control and use one for all pretty decently. Just keep it up, Minoru. You got this. I then make it into my room and plop down on the bed. Now I just wait for my results. I'll be a few days. What to do in the meantime? I'll figure something out. However, for now. Quick power nap. I then shut my eyes and quickly drifted off. With as Yuku, no one's pop. The boy laid on his bed staring at the ceiling, still thinking about the events of the exam. He just couldn't get over how exciting it all was. He was truly living his dream. However, he wasn't there just yet. He had to wait for his results. Then academy. That's where it all truly started. Pzzz. His phone peeped. He then grabbed it and looked at. It was a text from Chitsum. Chitsum text. Hello Midoriya. Izuku smile and texted back. Izuku text. Hi sensei. Chitsum text. So how did the exam go? Well I'd hope. Izuku text. I did amazing. XD. Chitsum text. That's good to hear. Equals D. Izuku text. Not only did I make 2 new friends, I saved another person. Chitsum text. You really are coming into your own. I'm glad. Izuku text. This is all thanks to you. Thank you so much teacher. Chitsum text. I just did what I thought was right. Izuku text. Still. Thank you anyways. Thanks a million. Chitsum text. You're welcome. Now get some rest. I'm sure you're tired. I'll speak with you tomorrow. Izuku text. Yes sir. See you tomorrow. Chitsum text. Until then Midoriya. Izuku then set his phone away and smiled to himself and he shut his eyes. Slowly drifting off, with staying. Seg. HMPH. I guess Midoriya may be right. Maybe. Just maybe. I've misjudged this new generation. He leaned against a tree watching the setting sun. Maybe. Through my own disappointment. Bitterness. And own experiences. I've passed in unfair judgment. Maybe I've let my own personal experiences blind me from seeing the whole truth. Stain remained silent. He was truly internally conflicted. For the first time in years he was so unsure. He began questioning everything he believed in. And even doubting himself. Midoriya had truly changed some things within him that he couldn't deny. However, to truly understand these new thoughts and ideals. He would have to listen Midoriya more. Yes, he deserves a chance. If he truly thinks this generation is simply misguided. Then I shall believe in his word. Seg. Sorry sit. No one's pop. A week had gone by and no time for Minoru and Izuku. For Izuku the time seemed to fly by. Reconnecting with his father, he rarely got to see him due to his work. He was more than happy to see him when he could. But this time he was overjoyed to know he was here to stay now. He couldn't be happier. When his results came he jumped with tears of joy knowing he had been accepted to a. For Minoru the time went by as he every so often met up with All Might to talk, spend time with his goofy mother, train alone with One for All or rewatch or replay old video games or anime for more One for All inspiration. Minoru always used to love video games and anime growing up. However when he got older he slowly drifted away from it all. And now revisiting it, he honestly wonders why he did to begin with. When his results came and he was honestly at a loss for words. His mother wasn't, that's for sure. She was dancing all around, celebrating and praised her son in every language she knew. The boy could only laugh at it all. This was a big step for him. With Izuku laid on his bed beyond excited for the next day to come. He would be at his dream school at last. He wondered what kind of new people he would meet there. He'd just have to wait and see. But that didn't stop him from wondering. However, he was snapped out of his thoughts when he heard a knock at his door. Come in, Izuku shouted. The door opened slowly and his father walked in, shutting the door behind him. Hey champ. You excited for a? He smiles sitting on a chair at Izuku's desk. Izuku then sat up smiling at his father. Yeah I am. Why wouldn't I be? This is my big dream. He beamed with happiness. Haha, true indeed. Though I will say wasn't expecting to see All Might of all people on the recording. She lied. I know right? It was so mind-blowing for me. Happy with your quirk, huh? How did you know? I haven't even told mom about it yet. The boy was confused. I know because I gave it to you. What? When I was here last, on your 15th birthday. I secretly transferred my quirk to you. Really? Dad. I thought your quirk was fire breath? That was one of them. I tend to keep my multiple quirks on a low profile. So you have me the power to take quirks? Wait. So does that mean you're quirkless? Oh number. I kept the quirks I stole. You just got the power itself. That's why you didn't have any quirks starting out. However, that sludge guy was your first power. As well as those thugs whose quirks you stole. Izuku's blood went cold. How did he know all this? Dad. It's okay my son. I'm not angry with you, proud in fact. And if you're wondering how I know all this. Let's just say I have eyes in a lot of places. He spoke with a rather ominous tone. Izuku would be lying if he said that didn't unnerve him. That power, Izuku, is called. Hisashi got up and sat next to his son. All for one, his eyes locked with Izuku's. And Izuku. There is quite the past to that power and me, Hisashi. A dark truth I've never told you. So listen closely. Izuku gulped and kept silent, showing he was listening. Seg. Hisashi heaved a sigh. Izuku. My son, I used to be a villain. Izuku's heart sank hearing that. His hands gripped the covers of his bed tightly. Not just any villain. I was the villain. I was the one that put the world into the dark times. How? The dark times. Was centuries ago, because I'm over 100 years old. Izuku could only stare. Nothing was making sense. How? He didn't look any older than mid-30s. That was due to a quirk that slows down my aging quite considerably. Izuku. I have committed sins beyond what you could comprehend. I have stained my hands with the blood of countless people. I have caused destruction on an unbelievable scale. I've manipulated all around me, both friend and foe. My reign of evil was legendary. I was the symbol of evil. This. This couldn't be real. This was a joke, right? It had to be. There was just no way. His father? His own father. Sigh. However. I gave that all up 5 years back, so I can live happily with Inko and you. Izuku. 5 years ago. Wait. No way. Izuku started piecing a few things together. Dad? Yes, did. You ever fight All Might? I did, and it was my last fight. Almost was his too. So that's how he got injured like that. You actually saw it? The man looked surprised. Why yeah. I actually met All Might up close and he showed me it. I see. If I had to guess, he's slowly losing power. He'll probably choose a successor to pass down his power to. No way he's gonna continue being the symbol of peace longer with that injured body. What? Pass down? Is that possible? Yes. You see. I once had a brother Izuku. Me and him never saw eye to eye often, but deep down there was a mutual brotherly bond. However, things changed when I came into my quirk. Many things changed. Then the rift between us began to form. I wanted to shape the world into my own perfect image, and well. He stood against me. I was led to believe he was quirkless. He never showed any signs of a quirk. So. Hoping it would change his mind and join me. I gave him a stockpile power quirk. But afterwards. To my surprise. I learned he did have a quirk. It was a quirk that allowed him to pass quirks down, useless on its own. But when I gave him the stockpile power quirk, they merged together and formed a new power. This power would soon become known as One for All. After me and my brother's last encounter. This power was passed down from person to person. Each one strengthening it. Hoping one day someone would make it powerful enough to stop me. 7 people thus far have wielded the power. And they all died by my hand. Except for one. All Might. Yes. Even my brother was killed by me. Hisashi smiled sadly. Izuku's words were lost in his head. To be perfectly honest. I allowed myself to be defeated. I wanted to vanish, to make All Might believe his duty was done. I did this because. Sigh. I wanted to try being normal. So. You just. Changed your mind? Yes, and well. By the time me and your mother were already together and had already had you, I just wanted to have a normal life as a family man. The whole evil tyrant act just became tiring and stale. I wanted to try something new. And. I enjoyed it. My whole point of view changed when I met your mother. I met her while I was still the infamous One for All. And I must say. I grew attached to her. Before I even knew it I had fallen in love her then he you came along you also changed me too as Yuku. When you were a mere infant I remember the way you clung to me and looked to me even though your small mind wasn't developed enough to even understand most things you loved me. I saw in your tiny eyes you understood that I was comfort I was your father that I was something you should cling to with all your might. Within the truth I saw something in life I never could before. That was when I knew I just wanted to be with you too. You two made this world seem tolerable. I see. The boy was at a loss for words and he gazed down what could he say? If you're wondering yes, your mother does know of this and she accepts it. Though if you can't stand the sight of me after hearing all this I understand. Before he could finish, Izuku quickly embraced his father with a tight hug. I still love you dad always yes who you were was horrible but that's not you anymore I love the person you are now. His voice shook as he held his father tighter than he ever had before. Izuku, my son, thank you. The happy man embraced his son with a warm smile. It's okay dad I know you're not lying when you say you love me and mom and if you really have changed then okay I accept you. Izuku's voice cracked a bit as tears poked at his eyes. Hisashi chuckled and ran a hand through the boy's fluffy hair. Just like your mother you're both too pure for this world. My son listen. Izuku lifted his head to look his father in the eyes. Whatever you choose to use my power for whether you decide to use it to lift up this world and its people or have it crumble at your feet as you watch it burn. I will love you and be proud all the same. Use this power how you see fit. Forge your own path. The boy couldn't hold it back anymore. Tears streamed down his face as he nodded and he held his father more tightly. Don't worry. I will teach how to use and control this power. There are a few things about it I'm sure you've yet to figure out. Sniff. Yeah. Thanks dad. I'd like that. Finally we can spend time together. Long overdue I know. Did you know you could transfer quirks to people? Actually no I didn't. Oh wow. I could give quirks to quirkless people. Ha. Somehow I knew you'd say something like that. Sorry if I sound sappy. It's okay. Being with your mother I've come to find it amusing. He smirked, ruffling Izuku's hair. Thanks dad. I'll make you proud I promise. You already have son. You already have. Can we just talk like this, for a bit longer? Read my mind. Hisashi chuckled. So tell me more about this power about all for one. Well Izuku, you can use multiple quirks at once. However if you use too many at one time they go haywire on you. Trust me, had that issue before. At the moment I'd say you could handle about 3 quirks at once. So be careful. Oh geez. Thanks for telling me that would have been bad. A bead of sweat went down his temple. No problem. I'd experiment with the quirks you have. You could make a lot of powerful combinations. Oh yeah I could. Thanks dad. Again no problem champ. I'm your father, it's what I do. Can I ask how you and mom met? I don't think I've ever asked. Oh how we met? Oh boy ain't that an odd story. Not too short, not too long. Let me share it. He smiled and leaned his head back staring at the ceiling. I can remember every detail. Flashback. Damn it all. An angry Hisashi grumbled to himself as he walked into a cafe trying to escape the downpour of rain outside. Mother Nature can be a real annoyance. God's what I'd do for a weather-changing quirk. Seriously there wasn't a cloud in the sky this morning then all of a sudden it gets cloudy out of nowhere and rains, ruining my nice walk and fucking mutter, he ranted under his breath. Just as his mini rant was over the bell to the cafe rung behind him. He turned to see a woman that looked to be in her mid-20s come in holding a brown jacket overhead using it as a shield from the rain. Sigh. So much for a nice relaxing walk on my day off. She placed the jacket down. She had medium short green hair with a bit of it tied up in the back.
and green eyes. She had a rather slim figure too. She was wearing a pink sweater with a white shirt underneath. At this moment Hisashi hadn't realized he was staring at her. And she quickly took notice of this. Can I help you? The woman spoke in a rather confused tone. Huh? Oh my, sorry miss, didn't mean to stare. Hisashi chuckled nervously. Oh lord, don't call me miss. Makes me sound old. The woman ducked her head a bit. Ma'am, he smirked. Even worse, she facepalmed. My lady ? He coed. Fine, you win. Ha ha ha. Hisashi laughs. Oh, how vile. What man laughs at a poor woman? The woman acted in a goofy dramatic tone, placing her hand over her forehead and shutting her eyes. He. A man who knows cuteness when he sees it. That got the woman blushing. Oh stop it. He. I'm not cute at all. Cups her own cheek and looks away smiling. Yees you are. Hey, not. She playfully poked his cheek. You're the cutest cutie in the cutie-verse. He booping her nose. PFFF. Ha ha ha. She erupted with bubbly cute laughter. This also earned a blush from Hisashi, but he quickly overcame it. Okay, you win charmer pants, the woman said, as I always do. Now as reward. I'd like to know your name, my fair maiden. If that's okay, of course, maiden. Oh god, you're buttering me up so bad. Very well, you earned it. My name is Inko Dojima, a fine name for a fine lady. Hisashi winked. He. And what's your name, Silver Tongue? She smirked, crossing her arms. Hisashi Midraya. Pleased to meet you, Miss Dojima. He bowed. What I say about the Ms. thing? She cringed. Oh my bad. Inko-chan. Bold. You are very bold. Lucky for you I'm a nice person. I'll allow that. Hisashi-kun. She winked. Ha ha ha. I must say, I'm taking a shine to you already. Now I don't even mind the rain. Hisashi laughed. It really was a bummer it started raining. I had planned to have a nice walk on my day off. Inko sighed. Tell me about it. Same story here. He rolled his eyes. He. Ain't that a coincidence? She smiled. I'll say. Hey, why don't we order some coffee and sit on me? He offered. Oh what? I. Can't ask you to do that. She stammered. Boo you. You're not asking me. I'm offering. And it would be very rude to decline. He acted hurt. You are such a manipulator! She playfully punched his arm. You don't know the half of it. Seriously, you don't? That right now? Am just another victim? The woman spoke, placing a hand on her hip. Abe, maybe not. Dare to sit with me and find out? Very well. You buddy boy have piqued my interest. Splendid! Hisashi clapped his hands together. After a few minutes the two were sitting in a booth together with coffee, chatting with each other. Wow, your supervisor sounds like a real hard ass, Hisashi said, sipping his coffee. She's a bitch, spat Inko. Wow. Didn't expect to hear that from you, sweetheart. His eyes went wide in surprise. I'm sorry, I just cannot describe her in any other manner. She is a certified grade A bitch. Oh man, now I have to hear this. Hisashi smirked, leaning closer. Where do I even start? First of all, she's completely smug and condescending. She talks down to everyone. She always has this smug dippy smirk on her face that just screams, oh, I'm not even using 3% of my brain on you right now. It pisses me and everyone else off. She treats us like we're all idiots. Everything's gotta go her way and everyone else's opinion sucks and no one can stand her. Not even our boss. Inko spoke in an annoyed tone. Jesus Christ. How is she still even there? Cause despite her rotten attitude she is a hard worker and gets things done. That's why the boss keeps her. But at least he's easy on us when we snap at her. Because he can seriously relate. She rolled her eyes. Okay, wow. I feel so bad for you. That lady is lucky I don't work there. I'd set her straight, let me tell you. He. Would pay to see that, in all honesty. Inko chuckled, taking a long sip of her coffee. Hey, anyone that will purposely give an angel face girl like you a hard time deserves to get chewed out or maimed. He spoke with an annoyed tone. He there you go buttering me up. Flattering will get you only so far with me. Inko crossed her arms leaning back. How far we talking? Ha 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 ha. Not far enough. Oh darn. Guess I'll have to up the ante. Alright, enough of me. What about you? What's your living? I could tell you but then I'd have to kill you. Not even joking there. Oh scary. What are you? Some gang leader? Assassin ? Yakuza ? PFFF. Ha, I wish. I work at an office space. Nothing too spectacular. Hey sure beats working at a supermarket. The woman cutely pouted. Kidding. He smirked sipping his coffee. You're a jerk but an endearing jerk. Oh my. That has to be the first time anyone has ever said that to me! Oh man. Do I feel special now? Dramatic much? She smiled with a raised eyebrow. Yes I am. It's part of my charm. Doll face. You're gonna go through every cheesy nickname in the book at this rate. She rolled her eyes. Oh yes I am. Prepare yourself. Inko could only laugh at Hisashi's goofy antics. Their conversation seemed to drag on forever. Time seemed to slow down for them both so immersed in one another. The rain had long since stopped but it took a bit for them to finally notice. Ha ha ha. Yeah? What he do ni ha? Oh he look. She pointed to the window next to them. Oh look at that. The rain finally let up. Yesh. Didn't even notice. Hisashi looked a bit sad. You know what they say, time flies when you're having fun. She smiled looking a bit sad herself too. Hisashi. PFFF. Ain't that the truth? He stretched leaning back. Well I should get going, Inko said. Aw you. Cruel fate tears us apart, Hisashi dramatically said holding his heart. Drama king. I apostrophe d. Like to see you again, she blurted out. Huh? He raised an eyebrow. You men never mind. Oh god sorry. I didn't mean to blurt that out. I'm such a ditz. Whoa. Calm down. I don't mind. I honestly want to see more of you too Inko-chan. Really? Her face turned a dark shade of red. Of course. You're by far the most interesting woman I've met thus far. Well. You're the most interesting man I've met thus far, Hisashi-kun. Well, of course. This is me we're talking about. He smirked. Okay, don't get cocky. She crossed her arms. Cocky. He teased. PFFF. Yeah. Definitely the most interesting. With that they both exchanged contact info. Done and done. Hisashi smiled. Oh god, this is such an odd day. I just gave a guy who I just met my phone number. I'm so weird. Hey, I was about as into as you were, so I'm no exception. Besides. What's wrong with being weird? It makes things fun. Hisashi smiled. I agree. Thank you Hisashi-kun. Hope to see you again. No issue Inko-chan. Just ring me up and I'll happily save you from boredom. I'll keep that in mind. She waved and walked out the cafe. Hisashi watched as she walked by the window. He decided to make a little face at her as she walked by. She smiled and stuck her tongue out at him as she slowly went out of view. Hisashi smiled to himself. Feeling an odd warmth in his heart. He had never felt like this before but he honestly did not like it. That was for sure. Flashback end. Phew. And that's the story. The man finished. Wow. Your meeting was so sweet yet causal. That's why me and your mother enjoy the rain. It's what lead us to meet. He looked away smiling to himself. Well, that explains it. The boy chuckled. Now you know! Thanks for sharing that, Dad. It was a great story. Thank you for finally asking, kid. Sorry about that. Yeah. Is Yuku yawned and stretched. That was a big yawn. Maybe you should hit the hay, kid. It is pretty late. Yeah. Let's do this again sometime, Dad. He rubbed his sleepy eyes. Hisashi ruffled his hair standing up. Just say when, kiddo. Just say when. Night. He walked to the door. Yo. Good night. Hisashi left the room and gently shut the door. But as he turned. Inko was standing there smirking. You were listening in the whole time, weren't you, honey? Guilty.
She smiled as she embraced her husband. Hisashi returned the embrace, chuckling. I'm happy as Yuku still accepts you. He takes after you the most, Hisashi said. He does with you too. You're aware he got his big brain. Now who's the flatterer? She pinches her cheek. Oh hush. She playfully swatted his hand. Hisashi replied with a mocking face. Inko retorted with sticking her tongue out at him. Hisashi smiled softly and pecked her forehead. You know you're crazy, right? Staying with me. Knowing what I've done. What I could do. Maybe I am, but love can make you do crazy things. I don't regret my choice. Inko. I'm glad I met you. He cupped her cheeks. I am too, honey. Come on, let's go to bed. Inko held his hand, smiling at him. Hisashi nodded and they both made their way to their bedroom. And in that moment they felt the same spark that resonated around like back from when they first met. Their family